5 huge mistakes that people make when they thank a speaker at an event. And do so at every opportunity. Your client and the organisers will love you even more if you do so. Huge mistake number 4 is doing a stock standard thank you. A thank you that could be applied to any speaker or any topic. Show in your thanks that you listen to the speaker and their content by referring to something in your thanks. I particularly liked your comment or insights into unemployment, or it was great to hear what's been happening in the industry. Sure, write a framework before you start, but then add in a little mention of something that they said during their speech. Mistake number 3 is not relating your thank you to the audience. You're the spokesperson for the audience, so tie them in somehow. Why was the presentation valuable to them, to us? Thank you for sharing your journey with us so that we can avoid some of the pitfalls that possibly lie ahead. This adds to and reinforces their good decision to attend the event and to pay attention during that session. It gets them on your side, which is always a good thing. Huge mistake number 2 is not mentioning the speaker's name again in the thanks. Now, there's several reasons to do this. An audience member may have arrived late, so they missed the introduction and don't know who the speaker is. Perhaps they weren't interested at the start, but now they are, and they want to know. Perhaps there isn't a schedule or a program that they can use. Now, the usual place is as you leave the final applause. Please join me in thanking our guest speaker tonight, Timothy Hyde. Now, before I give you the biggest mistake that people make when thanking a speaker at an event, if you've had any value from this video, why don't you click the subscribe button down there.
Good afternoon, participants. Welcome back. We are about to start our first formal session of Faculty Development Program. The session speaker, Dr. Ashulekha ma'am, has also joined us. So we are just waiting for the clock to click at 1:30. At sharp 1:30, we will start the Faculty Development Program, the first session of the formal Faculty Development Program. Ma'am, welcome. I have made you the co-host.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Just
So
a minute or
I'm
two, we are about to start. Welcome,
sure.
ma'am.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Uh, I think share screen, you had already given me rights,
Yeah,
no?
you are the
Right,
co-host, so you can share your screen.
right, right. So I'm sure, sir, my screen is visible.
Yeah, ma'am, it's visible.
Right. So I- please, sir, tell me when I will start. So I will start.
Yeah, ma'am, just one more minute so that
Sure.
some more participants may join, because we have nearly 250 faculty members across India who have joined for this faculty development program.
Mhm. Hmm.
So all across India, faculty have joined for this 1 week faculty development program.
That's great, sir. Great. Huge number.
Yeah.
Yeah. And congratulations to you. You had organized this FDP. And I'm sure through this FDP, everybody will get benefited.
Sure. Okay, ma'am. We are going to start now. Yeah. So, good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you back for the first formal session of this 7 days faculty development program on holistic development and outcome-based education in the light of National Education Policy 2020. The eminent resource person for this session is Professor Dr. Ashulekha Gupta, ma'am. Ma'am, I am extremely grateful to you for accepting to be the resource person for this 7 days faculty development program. And on the behalf of University of Engineering and Management, Jaipur, I would like to extend my warm welcome to you to be on this platform. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Before I hand over the session to Professor Ashulekha Gupta ma'am to proceed, let me introduce her to all of you. Professor Dr. Ashulekha Gupta ma'am. She is a professor of management and economics at Graphic Era University in Dehradun. She has a distinguished academic record and holds a doctorate and post-graduation in economics. She is also a postgraduate in marketing management and international business. She has published more than 30 research papers in national and international journals. She has published and presented in international conferences also. She has been a reviewer of several national and international journals. She is also running her YouTube channel, on research methodology, advanced tools. She has published patents at national level, and she is also supervising doctoral research students for PhD program. Ma'am, it's an honor to have you on this platform, and I now hand over the session to you. Over to you, ma'am, Professor Dr. Ashulekha Gupta, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot to giving me opportunity to present myself as well as my thoughts over here. And thanks a lot, sir. Thank you, this university, and as well as to you also, sir. You had given me this opportunity to share my thoughts as well as I could be able to a piece of knowledge to everyone. So I'm sure this session would be insightful, and all the participants, they would encouraged and they would feel motivated after this session. That would be my best level I would like to try, right? So thank you so much, sir. So I am just without wasting a time, I'm just going to share my screen so that would be visible to everyone. Let me right. So I'm sure my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Right. So let me, yeah. So, right. As sir said, this session I am going to take on leadership. And that is always a good word of mouth. Somewhere else, I have taken this particular session on some other platform, and somebody have attended this session, and after that they said, I mean, ma'am, please take the same session on this FDP also. So that is the great thing, and I'm sure those things we are discussing in this leadership platform, right? So that would be helpful to each and every one, and we would feel encouraged to incorporate in our personality, to incorporate in our, I mean, corporate life. So I'm sure that would be helpful to you. So, first of all, I would like to focus on one important aspect, that is, what do you understand by this leadership? Leadership means what? Basically, if you would like to become a good leader, so leading involves directing, influencing, and motivating people to perform, but in a positive direction, not in a negative direction. Because in the organization, we are facing lots of problems. In fact, in our university also, we are facing lots of problems. I mean, I do remember there is the one important line, getting things done by others. Getting things done by others. That is this line has been given by Philip Kotler. And this is the actually definition of management. We know we are skillful, we can perform this task, but that is very difficult to take. This task should be accomplished by and to be completed by other people. So here is that is the leading. Basically, if you are a good leader, people, they would listen you, right? You can influence them, you can motivate them to achieve this particular task. This is the very important task, that is very important skill that is required in the organization. So leadership is basically, as I said, art or process of influencing people so that they will strive willingly, enthusiastically towards the achievement of group goals. Because everybody is having their own goals, but when you are achieving your organizational goals, and you are feeling these goals are personal goals, then you are not only physically to achieve these goals, you are by heart, you are achieving these goals. So that is the main role of leader, how they can influence you, how they can motivate you. Leadership, I do remember one particular definition by Peter Drucker. Leadership is shifting of own vision to higher sight, the raising of men's performance to higher standards, the building of men's personality beyond its normal limitations. Means people, when somebody had given you any task and you are just only performance, you are doing, you're performing these kind of tasks just because of this, because this order we have received from my boss, from my whosoever your reporting boss. So if I would not perform, that means there would be harm to your job. So that is not the motivation. Here is by heart. You have to accept it and you have to perform this task. And it is not bound by 9 to 5 job. Right, it is beyond 9 to 5 job, whether you are sitting till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, but you said until or unless I will not achieve my task, I will not move. So because you are seeing your personal growth also by achieving all these tasks. So here is that means that is why Peter Drucker has mentioned this men's personality beyond its normal limitations. That is not normal limitation. And those things, as I said number of times, in the corporates and in fact in the universities, in the institutions, in academic institutions also, we are basically facing three things, right? Happens that are naturally in the organization. One is frictions, another one is confusions, third one is underperformance, and everything else requires leadership. If we are, because leadership is required to resolve, to remove all those things in the day-to-day functioning. Frictions, because a lot of frictions are going among the employees, lots of confusions and underperformance. So we can convert all those things towards the positive side. Right. So I think somebody's mic is unmuted.
ஸ்டாப்பிங் கிராஸ் பண்ணா பஸ் போகும் எனக்கு
Please
என்னன்னா
mute
அந்த ஸ்டாப்ல
yourself.
பஸ் நிறுத்துவாங்களா இல்லையான்னு கூட தெரியல நானும் பாக்குறேன் கரெக்டா சிக்னல் வேற வரிசையா பஸ் வருது பைக் வருது ஆட்டோ சரி நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம்.
Right. So as I had discussed, these three things we have to control it, and through positive leadership style we can do it. Because sometimes if you are not a role model, you cannot become a good leader. That is not incorporated in your life. You are not following value ethics. And if you are talking to somebody else, so what they will say, this person is not following, how he and she can expect from ourselves. So that should be also one of the important part of your persona, important part of your personality. That is the leadership. As I just want to, because if you want to lead, invest at least 40% of your time. I'm just, let me take, this one is if you want to lead, invest at least 40% of your time in leading yourself, rather than you want to show your leadership to other people, those are your subordinates, rather than you have to focus on ourselves at least 40% of your total time, right, in leading yourself. That is this statement is not mine. D. Hawk, founder of Visa, he had given this statement. Because I do remember this is my YouTube channel. When I had started, I just want to share within a 2 minutes how this is the story, how I had started this YouTube channel, and what happened, how it is reflecting leadership style also, motivation style also, right? So what happened when I was teaching my research scholars, and a majority of the research scholars, they were teachers, assistant professors, or they were all the time they are busy in to taking classes or in other activities, other administrative roles they were performing. So what happened when I was taking their classes, I was teaching them research methodology and they could not be able to attend my class. So what happened? I said, I'm going to start my YouTube channel and I will upload all my lectures on the important topics on my YouTube. And later on, whenever you are free, even in the evening hours or on a holiday, so you can just go through it, right? And after that, once your concept is not clear, then you can come to me, then I would explain you, right? But it's not possible if the 10 times the students are individually they are coming and 10 times I'm just taking that the same class, that is the wastage of energy, wastage of resources also. So because at that time we can perform some good positive contribution to the society. So here is, and at that time, all the my research scholars, they were following and they were watching all these videos. And later on, whatever the problem they were facing, they were coming to me. So I will show you this particular YouTube channel. Here is all the my lectures are available here. All the research methodology tools also available over there. And I'm going to share later on this part. And later on, what happened, people when they have watched all those YouTube videos, they had contacted me. And even I would like to share this thing. Yesterday only I've got a call from Delhi School of Economics, Delhi University, and I'm going to take their session on the next Saturday to next Saturday, right? So after a week I'm going to take that particular session, and that is again our faculty development program. So in that way, and people are giving you suggestions also through this, ma'am, why don't you prepare one video on SQL? I had already prepared on R Studio, on Pythons and all. So now they said SQL on this particular topic, we want to see this particular video. And that is very encouraging. If we can contribute something to the society, to our youths, and as well as to our research scholars, that would be helpful. So in that way, when people are following you, people are encouraging you, so that will give you confidence, right? And as well as that is encouraging to do more. That is gives us motivation. And same way, when we are publishing our one good research paper in a good journal, so that always encourage, people are citing you, your citation is increasing. And as well as next time you would like to show them, you can showcase your performance, right? And you can write a better paper, right? Better research papers. All of we are academic on the academic fraternity. So I'm sure you understand what is the value of all these things. So my question is, who is a leader? One who is in charge and in command of others. People, they should have trust in you. They believe in you. They show believe. I mean, you are not taking them towards the wrong direction. You are taking them, you are leading them towards the positive direction, towards their development, right? And I mean, such kind of trust they should have in you. And one who heads political party or the organization, one that leads or guide, one who influence or power. That means you can influence to other people. If you said, so nobody would able to deny, and they whatever you said, okay, fine, we are making one MOOCs. And I do remember last time somebody had discussed me about the MOOCs on the SWAM platform for the NTPL, and as well as for the AICT, we had developed some MOOCs, right? So I was working alone, because when I asked to other faculty members also, they were also blindly, they were got ready. Okay, fine. I would also like to contribute to make this MOOCs. So they had prepared these MOOCs on entrepreneurship. I had to make this by MOOCs on circular economy and industry 4.0. And I had already prepared that MOOCs and some content, and I have sent the proposal to AICT. AICT. So I mean, when I was working on something and I had asked to other faculty members, they were also get ready. They said, okay, fine, we can also contribute something, right? And we can also make. So they had prepared that fresh MOOC, and they had developed and they had uploaded on AICT platform. So I mean, if you are positive, your attitude is positive, and you are a good motivational person, and you are a role model to others, and all those things, value, ethics you had inculcated in your life. So definitely, I'm telling you, believe me, people they would follow, and everybody we are leader, everybody we are leader, and especially when we are teacher. So I'm sure to the students we are leader, we are role model to our students. If we are positive, students also, they would like to connect us, they would also believe us in us, and they would also like to follow. So I'm sure we should follow all those things in our, we should incorporate in our life. Now, these are the, I blindly believe in all these traits of leadership already given by APJ Abdul Kalam. And number one is vision. Everybody should have your own vision, a very strong vision, and we must follow all these visions. And how you have to reach on this vision, we have clearly defined this path. We must have what is the path is going on, right, to achieve this vision. We can say this is the path, and we have a vision, then we have to achieve this vision. And success and failure, we had already experienced in past, because whenever you would start, there would be that would be the path where sometimes you have success and sometimes you are facing failure. So we should always learn from our failure, and that we have to incorporate in our life. And further, definitely one day we will get success, and we have to reach on the goal of that particular objective what we have decided. And next we come to the courage. You must be courageous if you are a good leader. Always, if you are not courageous, you will not show courage. So those are your followers, those are the community, those are the groups, they are following you. They would be feeling disheartening, and they would also lose their courage, and they would not follow. They could be able to achieve their targets as well as nobility. That is also very, very important trait of leadership. So I'm sure we must follow all such kind of practices if we would like to become a good leader. Next, we come to the functions of leadership. What are the functions of leadership? Those we have to perform either in our industry or in our university or in our academics or wherever, right? In politics or wherever. So basically, that is the important function of the leadership, how we have to develop teamwork. That's the most important, how we can develop our teamwork. People would be able to work in a team. We have already seen number of movies like there is the one is the hockey match was going on, one is the football match is going on, right? How the team members, they are supporting to each other. Coordination, right? Coordination among the staff, among the subordinates, among the players, that's the most important. If one person mistake, here is, if one person mistake, that would lead a failure of that entire goal or entire whatever is the task we are going to achieve. Here is the representing the team, because whatever it is, you must say success is your, failures is mine. Then you could become a good leader. Representing, you are representing the entire team, whole team. So so you should be, because that is a most important function of leadership. So you should be, you have to portray yourself, you have to represent yourself in a positive manner. Sometimes counseling the workman, sometimes you feel those are your followers, those are your team members, they are not feeling motivated. So that is your job, that is your responsibility. They feel motivated, and you have to encourage them to work in a positive manner. Wherever they are feeling lack of courage, you have to please encourage them. Managing time also, I'm sure, managing time, because time is very important, because time is very important, so you have to manage time, right? So because timely, because we are time bound activity, we are performing, so we have to achieve all those tasks in within a time limit, using proper path wherever you require. If you feel I have to use my path, you must use, because at the time, at the end of the day, that is your show, right? That would, if you are, you will not use your power, so that goal you could not achieve on time, you cannot accomplish this task on time. And as well as securing group effectiveness, that is your moral responsibility, that is your job. You have to secure group effectiveness, right? That would be whatever the functioning they are doing, that should be effective, because ultimately we are achieving that particular goal. Here is, I would also like to discuss about all three styles of the leadership. One is the, we had already heard, and we are already teaching to our students also, especially those faculty members, those are teaching organizational behavior to our students, autocratic or authoritative style. Second one is democratic and participative style. Third one is laissez-faire and free rein style. As one by one, I'm going to discuss autocratic, authoritative style, whatever the leader said, and blindly other people, they have to follow. There is no scope, whatever they want to say, what they want to contribute, whether they like it or they don't like it, blindly they have to follow, because that is the autocratic style. You have to follow anyhow, because your boss said. But democratic or participative style means, here is democratic means you are involving your subordinates, your team members. They could also contribute in your, they could also contribute in their whatever they think, right? If they think they have a better suggestion, they can also incorporate. Right, they can also give some suggestions. If we like it, so then we can incorporate, otherwise we can discard. So democratic and participative style also, that is a very healthy style. And I think we should work on it. Our team members also, they have some quality. They can also give some good suggestions. They can also contribute, and we can, if we would opt this suggestion, we can achieve our task on time. And here is laissez-faire free rein style. That means there is no control. We had this, Adam Smith had given, his father of economics had given this laissez-faire free rein style. There is no government intervention, no intervention by your, those are the leaders, right? Whatever you want, you are free to do your work, right? You have to free to perform that particular task without any intervention. So these are the basically three types of leadership style, right? So it is every, all these style have their advantages and disadvantages, right? So but most frequently and most demanding this kind of style, democratic or participative style, people are usually follow in their organization. Now, here is what could be the limitations and what could be the best fit. Here is in the autocratic style or authoritative style, low morale, right, and dissatisfaction. We can see here there is the low morale and dissatisfaction. And employee efficiency tend to decline over a period, because that is the autocratic style. And potential managers do not get opportunity to show their capability. They could not be able to showcase their talents, their knowledge. They could not be able to share. And here is, if we talk about autocratic or other best fit is subordinates are incompetent and inexperienced. When you are leading such kind of group, those subordinates are incompetent and inexperienced, you must follow autocratic style. Whatever I said, that is final, you have to follow. That's all. And leader want to be active and dominate in decision making. If the leader is good, a person is very active, very dominating in decision making, so he or she must follow this particular autocratic style. And leader is highly competent in making right decision. I mean, in the past also, leader has been already proven, right? So I mean, he or she is competent enough to making right decision. Right. So at that time, you must follow this autocratic or authoritative style. But on the simultaneously, when we talk about democratic or participative style, that would be beneficial if give opportunity to subordinates and assume greater responsibility, provide job satisfaction, improve the morale of subordinates. To reach right decision, two heads are better than one, right? Because whatever, sometimes what I feel, I mean, I have one particular thought in my mind. Might be possible your subordinate, he is thinking some other angle. And then you could realize, I could not be able to think on this particular angle. So I should also incorporate in my this particular task. But there is, again, I would say there are some limitations, like decision making is a time consuming process because everybody is giving their inputs, and finally we have to reach to that particular decision. It will take time because through this brainstorming session, we have to take what are the plus points and minus points we have to think about. Then is the dominant subordinates may influence decision in their favor. Sometimes those are the subordinates, they would suggest that kind of things, those are going in their favor, where they feel, I mean, I will not perform later on. I mean, less percentage of work only I have to perform. So, I mean, they are looking towards their own benefits. And here is the responsibility for implementing decision on one person, its own whole group, right? And many cooks spoil the broth. So many things might be possible. They will spoil this particular task, spoil that particular opportunity. It might be possible. They can, because that would become a failure. So we have to keep consideration all those points also. Then the last one is the laissez-faire style. We can see here that is suitable, fully delegates the power of decision making on his or her subordinates, because there is not intervention not given by, not intervened by the boss, not intervened by the other people, right? I mean, those are the leading this particular thing. And subordinates are also well competent, knowledgeable, because at that time you must use this laissez-faire. When you have trust in your subordinates, you feel they are competent enough, they are competent, knowledgeable, so we can assign this task and they can do it themselves without my intervention. And goals and objectives are well communicated to the employees, but limitations is due to full freedom of subordinate. It creates mismanagement in decision making. So that is a very big advantage of laissez-faire style. Then I just want to show you, this is the one particular theory, managerial grid. And managerial grid, everybody has gone through this managerial grid. I can show you this grid is showing, these are the 5 corners. You can see we have taken on x-axis concern for production and on the y-axis concern for people. When we are working on some tasks, there are two aspects. One is the concern for production and another one is concern for people. We are more concerned about the people and less concerned about the production. But sometimes we are equally concerned about the people and equally concerned for the production. So I just trying to show you that is the already theory that already number of the people those had studied this organization behavior, you have already gone through this particular grid. On the, I have taken concern for people, this side is the lower side, that is on the higher side, concern for the production on the lower side, and on the right side towards the on the higher side. So we can say impoverished management, that was the one. That means when we have low concern for the production and low concern for the people, that is known as impoverished management, right? Here is the leader will exert simply enough effort for sustain, by they are just showing the minimum concern for the production and minimum concern for the people. But when we talk about the higher concern towards the people, 1-9, right? Here is that is the country club, right? Country club management, 1-9. Here is the leader aims at creating a comfortable and friendly working environment with low concern for production and high concern for people. Right. Next one is we will talk about 9-1. You can see authority, right? There is authority obedience. Authority obedience means you are more concerned about towards the production, you are least bother about the people, whether the people they are happy or they are not happy, they are facing some issues, they are not in good health condition, but still you are focused towards the production, right? So this is the 9-1 authority compliance management, right? Or authority obedience. Then we come to the 9-9. Here is the team management. Here is the, where is the, you are highly concerned towards the people and highly concerned towards the production. Here the leader shows high level of concern for both people and production, and resulting in the creation of highly productive and committed team of employees. That's the most appreciable. And this one is the 5-5. Organization and management means middle, right? I mean, at the middle, you are concerned for the people as well as concerned for the production. 5-5. Here, the leader shows moderate level of the concern for both people and production, and what resulting that in adequate performance for of the employees. So this kind of theory of the leadership, I'm sure everybody have gone through it. Now, I just want to show you a very good video. That is a very motivational video, and that is related to all of us. We can connect our life with this video. So I'm just going to share this video. Just I'm playing this video, cannot open the specified file, sorry. I am just opening this video. Because entire screen I have shared, I'm just going to open this video. I'm sure this video that was visible to everyone, just one person respond.
Ma'am, it was visible.
It was visible. Very
Yeah.
nice. Very good. Very good. So this was the video where is we people are facing these kind of same kind of situation everybody is having. Continuous consistency, that is most important in everybody's life. We never know whatever we are doing today, we would have the fruit later on. And same thing, those students are research scholars are pursuing their research, and the faculty members, those are pursuing their PhDs. Sometimes we feel that is a task, 2 3 years, how many years, 4 5 years, when we are going to achieve our PhD, right? And we will have this PhD degree. So this is the consistent continuous effort. Same with, I believe in research papers also, continuously please working on it, right? One day you could be able to publish your paper in a category journal, A star category journal, ABS 3 star, right? You could be able, or FT 50. So that is possible when you are continuous, consistent, then only it can be possible. Now, the next thing is because I just want to explain you with the help of that particular video, bamboo shoot, with the example of the bamboo shoot, how it take time, because continuous learning, and after that, one day you can do wonder. One day you can do miracle, right? And all those consistent learning that you can showcase, that would reflect, right? Because you have done something bigger in front of the society, or in front of the, or you had contributed to your university, or you had contributed to the institution, to the organization. Now, the next thing is, what makes leadership effective, right? First of all, the most important thing is mental and physical health. If you are physically fit, then you can perform this particular task in an energetic manner, and you are mentally fit, so definitely you can perform, you could become a good leader. So both these things, your mental health as well as physical health, is important for the effective leadership style. Your knowledge and intelligence, because we all are faculty members, we day to day we realize this thing in front of the students, because respect is always commanded, never demanded. Our students, they pay gratitude, they pay respect to us when they feel our teacher is very knowledgeable. They always give respect to knowledge without saying anything. And you had also feel this thing whenever we are delivering any lecture, and that is very informative. Students, they would have pin drop silence, and they listen very carefully. Either this is a class of 60 students, or is a class of 120 students, or it is a class of 350 or 400 students class we are taking at a time. So if we are knowledgeable, we are intelligent enough, I mean, we can contribute some knowledge to them. So definitely they would listen very carefully with pin drop silence, and they would also absorb a lot of material from our lecture. And here is clear-cut worthy goals. A person who would become an effective leader when goals are decided, what is our objective, what at end of this particular task, what we are going to achieve, why we are doing, what is the end result. So if all those things are clear, and we could be able to communicate to other people also, to our subordinates, to our followers, so I'm sure we could be able to achieve our targets on time and effectively. Conviction by Swami Vivekananda. Great convictions are the mothers of great deeds. Well said. And we always realize these things in our day-to-day life also. And here is sense of responsibility also. Sometimes in the organization or when we are leading or any group, sense of responsibility. If the leader would have sense of responsibility, other followers would also have sense of responsibility. Otherwise, simply they are working 9 to 5. They are simply just, I'm doing my job. That's all. I don't bother what will happen after this, what would happen and result. I don't bother. And as well as motivation, because time to time, if you feel motivated, your followers will also feel motivated, your group members also feel motivated, and you can motivate them time to time. Here is initiative and drive. You have to take initiative to reach on one particular task, and you have to lead this drive. Then all the followers would also follow you, and they would also contribute to achieve this particular task. Then one more thing I would like to discuss with you, transactional leadership and transformational leadership. There are two bigger terms, transactional leadership and transformational leadership. Here is transactional leadership, is the contingent rewards, management by exception. Management by exception, that is active and that is on the passive side also, and laissez-faire. But when we talk about transformational leadership, that is charisma, provides vision, sense of work, instills pride, gain respect and trust, inspirations also, intellectual stimulation also, individualized consideration. But here is, that is management by exception. Management by exception, that means whatever is the management had decided, right, that is we have to simply follow. But transformational leadership, that would contribute something transform to their lives, and individualized consideration also, that would be there. That would be inspirational. People, they would inspire and they would like to, you have to gain respect and trust among themselves. Here is, that was also one more video. I would like to, before that, I would like to discuss some great leaders. Those are the examples. And I'm sure in your life also, you're also following any role model. I would like to become like that. I would also like to do like this. I think there is the one check box. Forms, okay. So I would also, Kiran Majumdar Shaw. And here is, you can see, she is a great transformational leader. She had a vision of her own and she is an individualized type. She has own working style from where she had started, right? Biocon, she had started in a garage, 10,000 rupees. And here is, she never follow what others do or never cares about what others think. Kiran Majumdar Shaw inspires her team with a shared vision of the future. She is also a transformational leader. Then we come to the one more example. Here is India Mart. India Mart is India's largest online B2B marketplace with 60% share of the online B2B classified market. And India Mart is used by small and medium enterprise, large enterprises, as well as individuals also, with 5.5 million suppliers providing 60.7 million products from 138,000 categories to 82.7 million plus buyers. And founded in 1999, India Mart's mission is to make doing business easy. And behind this story, I had already discussed, I mean, this particular case study with my students also, that started from Noida in a flat. Three people, they had started and they were worked on this, and now it is our biggest platform to us. Suppose I do remember as an individual, I'm not an enterprise, not a medium, small enterprise. As an individual, I'd raise an query on the India Mart. One particular medically equipped, that particular instruments I could not be able to find, and best price also I could not be able to find. So what I did, I simply put it over there and I'd search. So many distributors, suppliers, they had contacted me, ma'am, we can offer you this particular product at this price. So I could be easily able to get, and they have delivered at my doorstep. So I mean, this kind of, where is the, that is not easily available, that particular commodity or particular instrument or any kind of product. So easily you can get it easily on this platform. So, and that they are great leader, India Mart, and very good example from at the very lower level, from a small flat at Noida. They had started this particular business, they had established and now reached on the heights. Next is, I just want to show you the qualities of a leader. As I said earlier also, they should be visionary, inspiration, strategic and critical thinking, and interpersonal communication. Here is authenticity and self-awareness, open-mindedness and creativity, flexibility, responsibility, and dependability. If you have all those qualities, so you can become a good and as well as successful leader, and you could be become a role model in front of your group, in front of your I could say followers. So I'm sure everybody can become a good leader until or unless we have to simply. I do remember one line by Shiv Khera. I always quote this line to my students, also to my in various. I mean, those are my colleagues. I usually discuss this particular line. People are not doing different things. They are doing things differently. Means people are not doing different things. People are doing things differently. Everybody is having 24 hours. And within these 24 hours, because today's time is money, everybody is having a lot of money, but time is the only constraint. We have a lot of tasks, a lot of work we want to achieve, but only we have 24 hours. Other person also, those are not successful, they also have 24 hours. And other people, those are very successful in their life, they also have 24 hours. But it depends on you how you're going to spend this time, right? 8 hours sleep, that is required by everyone. Okay, fine. Sometimes 6 hours sleep, 8 hours sleep, right? But rest of the time, how you are going to schedule, how you're going to spend your time to achieve your targets, to achieve your objectives. To those particular objectives and targets, you are giving priority. Otherwise, priority, because that would be priority list decided by you, not by some other person. So here is 24 hours. As Shiv Khera said, people are not doing different things. They are doing things differently. Simply उनके काम करने का तरीका अलग है, ऐसा नहीं है. They are doing some different things. Within these time constraint, within these limited resources, they are doing things, and they have become a successful leader. In terms of industrialists, in terms of political leaders, in terms of any other kind of leader. So here is, that is very, very important. And one more thing, I would also like to share with you three things. I could say 3 Ds are very important. I would also like to talk about these 3 Ds, right? These 3 Ds are discipline, dedication, and determination. Discipline, dedication, and determination. These 3 Ds are very, very important in the life of a leader, or if you are not a good leader, but still, if continuously you are following all those 3 Ds, discipline, dedication, and determination, I'm telling you, believe me, you will never be an unsuccessful person. You will always be a successful person because you are disciplined, you are determined, right? And you are dedicated to your job, whatever task you would like to achieve, whether you are a good teacher or you are a good administrator, right? So I'm sure you could be able to do it. So here is be a good team leader. Here is coaching members of a team take a special set of skills. You need your communication skills should be on the higher side. Whatever, either language should not be a hurdle. Either you are communicating in Hindi, you are communicating in English, or you are communicating in any other language. So, how you are mentoring to the people, how you are mentoring to the group, right? That is most effective. How dominatingly, how effectively you are communicating your things to other people. You're transforming your things to other person. That's the most important. Language could be anything, Hindi, English, Arabian, kuch, anything. Then is among these skills you need are the abilities to set direction. This is your task. This is your job. This is your duty. How you have to, among those skills, this is your ability to set direction. You have to give them direction, what deadlines you are going to set, and people simply achieving these deadlines. And if you will support them, I'm telling you, if you support them right at their bad time when they are facing difficulty, I'm telling you, they would be, they will be stunning with you at your good time. And when you are facing any problem, they would support you. Because always people, they do remember at their bad time, at their difficulty time, how many people they were standing with you. So there is the team will depend on you to clarify its mission and make sure the group stay on course. We should not be divert on a course. We should be follow all these course. Organize, bring the right people together, give them the information they need before and after each meeting, and make sure they follow through and assignments. So, right kind of people, please connect rather than some kinds of people have destructive mindset. Please avoid that. And facilitate, create an atmosphere that encourages people to share diverse viewpoints without fear of criticism or insight. Here is without any kind of fear of criticism, right? You have to put your viewpoints and other people also in front of you without any this fear. I mean, what if we would say this thing, we will get punished? No, no such kind of environment. Please create that kind of environment in the people, those are your followers, to that particular team you are following, they can say in front of you. Summarize, briefly go over remarks made by team members and review the team progress both during the meeting and in the written minutes. And develop, here is teach others these skills. They need to work together as a team. Those have done, because time to time, monthly review meeting, you must take it. Weekly review meeting, you must take, or fortnightly meeting, whatever suits to you. You have to take these kind of meeting. And in this meeting, please summarize what you have done in the last month. And please appreciate and motivate those people, those have done, right? Those have contributed a lot to your group, to your department in front of all the members, right? But, and time to time, encourage to those people, those have not contributed a lot in your particular, that particular task. Let me check. Right. So I'm sure you could become a good leader. Then develop, here is, I would like to, here is teach others these skills. They need to work together as a team. Wherever these people are lacking, just train them, just counsel them, and they could be able to develop such kind of skills. And these are the some good leader. You can become a good leader if you have these kind of qualities in your behavior, in your persona, in your personality. So some top leaders like Tim Cook. Basically, Tim Cook is the CEO of the most valuable company in the world, Apple. He took over Apple after the company's founder, Steve Jobs. And here is, he was basically facing cancer in 2011. Cook has helped navigate Apple through the transition after Jobs' death, as well as developing new product lines and opening Apple retail stores in China. He was also led a very public battle against the FBI and their demand, and that Apple creates a backdoor for users' iPhone. He had contributed a lot, as well as he had given a new product line and opening Apple retail stores at the various places also. And when we talk about Shailene, here is Silberg has been the chief operating officer of Facebook since 2008. She founded a non-profit Lean named after her best-selling book. She has been an influential advocate. She has made the successful transition from government work at the Treasury Department to the tech industry at Google and Facebook. So she's the kind of person. And here is Bob. He's the executive chairman and former CEO of the Disney Corporation. He has led the acquisitions of major companies like Marvel, here is Pixar, and most recently Lucasfilms. His leadership also led to the expansion of Disney's theme park into Shanghai and Hong Kong. He is also a great leader. Reed Hastings. Hastings is the co-founder and CEO of Netflix. What originally started as a no late fees, no due dates subscription service soon transitioned into online streaming. And nowadays we are aware this thing, what is the growth path of Netflix? And everybody is watching Netflix and they understand from that particular time to the transition phase now where they have reached. And here is, which should be the very foundation of digital entertainment. In addition, Hastings constantly uses his position of influence to promote change and reform in the California state. There is Board of Education and through charter schools also. So he is also a great leader. Ratan Tata, whom I admire a lot, and I am a great fan of him. Age is 83, and who is more employee centric rather than on profit centric. He is employee centric. I had set and so many examples in front of there and these employees. Education is from Harvard Business School. Net worth is $1 billion. Number of employees, you can see here 750,000. He is well known for his humanity as seen by several examples. He began his career at Tata Steel as a blue collar worker. I'm sure you understand, I mean, from where you are going to start and up to where we have to reach. He paid personal visit to the families of the 80 employees who were affected by the terrorist attack 26/11 on September 11, 2001. Personally, he went there, he met their families. So that is always shows your attachment, your connect to your employees. Here is most admirable. My role model is Neeta Ambani. That is why I had put it this in this picture along with the Mr. Mukesh Ambani, Neeta Ambani picture also. She was simply a school teacher in a school, and now she is a wife of such a biggest business leader, and still she's carrying her value ethics, and she would like to do contribute to the society. And here is social corporate social responsibility also these people are doing. So here is Mukesh Ambani, age is 64, Education Institute of Chemical Technology. Here is crores USD net worth, 7,580 crores US dollar, and number of employees. We can see this leader of India, Mukesh Ambani, the chairman and managing director of Reliance Industry, is one of the world's wealthiest person with a net worth of INR, right? Here is 145,000 crores. He joined the organization in 1991 and was in charge of the largest grassroots petroleum refinery in the world located in Jamnagar. So I admire both of them a lot, how these people are working. Even I could say they have 24 hours, but still they have lots of things to do. Next is now not much, Ursula Mittal, and age 70, education St. Xavier's College, net worth is 1,880 crores US dollar, number of employees. You can see here 2,09,000, and business leaders of India. Lakshmi Mittal is the CEO of Ursula Mittal, the world's largest steel producer. Mittal bought the state-owned steel works, and as well as which were losing a lot of money in under a year, he converted them into thriving business. And since then, he has purchased other ill steel firms and converted them into the top performing business. So here is, these are the some examples I had discussed with you, and I have enough time, so I'm sure I'm going to discuss with you one case study. I think case study also, it would not be open. Let me. This is the my case study. I'm sure my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Yes, right. So this is the case study, and I want participation from each and every one. Here is, I'm just reading a very small case, and that is related to leadership. And there are, after this case, there are some questions. Those we have to answer these questions, and decision making is yours. And you will decide, I mean, you will decide what is your response. Laura is the associate director of a non-profit agency that provides assistance to children and families. She's the head of a department that focuses on evaluating the skill building programs the agency provides to families. She reports directly to the agency leadership. As a whole, the agency has been cautious in hiring this year because of increased competition for federal grant funding. However, they have also suffered high staff turnover. 2 directors, 3 key research staff, and 1 staff person from the finance department have left. Laura has a demanding schedule that requires frequent travel. However, she supervises 2 managers who in turn also responsible for 5 staff members each. Both managers have been appointed within the last 6 months. Manager 1, Kelly has a specific background in research. She manages a staff who provide research support to another department that delivers behavioral health services to youth. Kelly supports her staff and is very organized. However, she often takes a very black and white view of issues. Upper level leadership values Kelly's latest research on the therapeutic division's services. Kelly is very motivated and driven and expects the same from her staff. This is the one kind of manager, one personality and behavior. Manager 2, if we talk about manager 2, Linda has a strong background in social science research and evaluation. She manages a staff that work on different projects. Within the agency, she is known as problem solver and is extremely supportive of her staff. She is very organized and has a wealth of experience in evaluation of family services. Linda is a very capable and can something take on too much. The managers are sensing that staff are becoming overworked as everyone takes on increased responsibilities due to high staff turnover. Staff have also mentioned that Lyra's glass half empty conversation style leaves them feeling dejected. In addition, Laura has not shared budget with her managers, so they are having difficulty appropriately allocating work to staff. Laura said she has not received sufficient information from the finance department to complete the budget. The finance department said they have sent her all the information they have available. As the staff become distressed, the managers are become frustrated. They feel like they are unable to advocate to their staff or solve problems without key information like the departmental budget. So my question is, how can Laura most effectively use both management and leadership skill in her role as associate director? What combination of the two you think would work best in this setting? My next question is, what step could be taken to build staff confidence? Third question is, what advice would you give Laura on improving her leadership skills and the managers on improving their management skills? And what advice would you give Laura on improving her leadership skills? I think this question is repeated. Question number, only 3 questions. So I'm giving you just 5 minutes time. Think about, and then we will start discussing. And you could be able to write your answer in your chat box also, if that is able. I don't know. The organizers had enabled this chat box. You can do. Otherwise, I'm sure raise your hand so we can discuss your answer. What are your thoughts? What are your views? So I'm just giving you 5 minutes time. Right now it's 2:40. So at 2:45, we are going to start our discussion. Fine? Right.
They can write in the chat box.
Right. Fine. So one by one, we could be able to discuss.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I show the case study? Just raise. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Little more above. No, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm sure, shall we now start discussing this case? I think everybody have solved these questions and or your views, you could be able to give your thoughts and so who is going to give the first answer? Question is, how can Laura most effectively use both management and leadership skills in her role as associate director? What combinations of the to-do you think would work best in the setting? Second question is, what steps could be taken to build staff confidence? If suppose you are at that place, so what you have to do? And last question is this: what advice would you give Laura on improving her leadership skills and to the managers on improving their management skills? Anybody is interested?
3 நிமிஷம் கொடுத்துட்டேன் 3 நிமிஷம் சைலண்டா இருந்துட்டு இப்போ டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணோம் क्वेश्चंस எல்லாம் chatல போடுங்க இல்ல டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணுவோம் நீ வரணும்
Ma'am,
Yes sir.
can you hear me?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
This is MP Rajesh, Professor MP Rajesh from SRM, Institute of Science and Technology.
Right sir.
So from what I've read in this case study, it looks like, you know, if Laura has to be a good manager as well as a good leader, looks like she already has, you know, for what I see, manager one, Kelly, has a good background in research, so she seems to be efficient in it, and she and her team. And Linda has a strong background in social sciences, and it also says that she's a problem solver and extremely supportive of staff. So it looks like both the managers are pretty good at their work. So maybe Laura should be much more generous in delegating work to those managers and trusting them, because they seem to be, they're mentioned as efficient people. So my guess is that Laura should, if at all she has to balance leadership and management, as you have said, maybe she should concentrate less on the management and take on more of a leadership role. And she should not micromanage the managers. That's what I'm trying to say.
True. True sir. True.
அனி இதோ ராஜி அனுப்புறேன்னு சொன்னாடா
I think somebody's mic is unmute. Please mute yourself. Yes, sir. Sir, that's all from your side?
What steps could be taken? Looks like the workers obviously are not happy. And I think what is mentioned is that there is a lot of attrition and with many people, lot employee turnover. So if that is the case, then I think it's very crucial that the managers keep the workers on the same page. They should not try to hide things. I think they should actually hold meetings and let them know where things stand and how the management and is going to rectify the situation. What are going to be the future plan? What are the future plans from the management? So I think that's very crucial that they do this so that the fears of the workers are allayed, and they are able to provide them with some confidence that the company or that the organization is taking care of this issue and is likely to solve it. And so the managers need to do this and provide them with this information. They should not try to hide what is happening. I think that's the main issue, I think, with the workers. So I think that's my primary step, I think, should be taken from whatever has been written there. Thank you.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Very good. Very good. And in an elaborative manner and with the logical reasoning, you had explained your answer, right? Very well, sir. Very well. And I'm sure because we people also managing day by day these kind of situations also. And because if we are a faculty and if we are in industry, or if we are we are a teacher, so every day we are managing our students in industry, such kind of problems we people are facing. So very good answer. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else who would like to answer your views you would like to put in front of our entire board? One or two? No. Fine. Fine. As sir said, this is the correct answer, right? Because here is when I've shown you that is the grid theory. I can correlate this case with the grid theory. I have already, Blake and Mountain has given this theory. Whereas I have shown you all these, let me show you this particular grid. Here is, this is the grid theory, where is the, how much concern we are paying to the production and how much concern we are paying to the people. So this is the, and his is the 9x9, that is the most successful, this kind of style. He had appreciated a lot in his theory. And here is the, there's the two people, those had given this particular theory, and this one is the 5x5 also. So I'm sure, very good answer, and I'm sure that could be incorporate in our behavior, and we can settle down, we can manage our show, those we are facing in day-to-day life. And rest of these things are regarding this, the whole presentation. If you have any question, this, the forum is open for you, and you can ask any question, or if you would like to share something related to your leadership style, you can share, please.
Dear participants, please feel free to ask any question you have in your mind. We can take few questions. If someone has any question to ask from Dr. Ashulekha Gupta ma'am, please go ahead.
If you have any questions, sir, chat box में देख लेते हैं. फिर I would like to show them that one is the, if you're facing in the research any problem, so I just want to show you, this is the, as I said at the last, I will show you. This one is my YouTube channel, and you can see here, this is the name of this YouTube channel, Research Methodology Advanced Tools. And you can see here, these are the videos, all the videos related to your linear regression, research gaps, ANOVA, and CBSEM, structure question modeling. And this one is the AMOS, Python, RStudio, artificial neural network, as well as all the McNamara test, co-current test, Wilcoxon sign tests, and CMB, जिसको हम बोलते हैं common method bias, and because we are facing these kind of problems in our research work, and how to check reliability and validity of the questionnaires, all those things are available over here. So I'm sure you can, if you are facing any problem, you can personally mail to me, or as well as you can go through this also, because lots of videos on COVA, Mancova, and multi-dimensional scaling with the help of each and everything I had explained with the help of the case study. So I'm sure you can go through it, and all these playlists are available here, right? These are the playlists, all these playlists are available. And simply when you have to type Ashulekha Gupta on your YouTube, and you can reach on this particular YouTube channel, and you can find out any number of the solution with the help of these videos. If you still have in your research work, you have some doubts, some questions, you can mail me, you can ask me, I could be able to try to handle your questions. So from my side, thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your insightful words and valuable thoughts you have shared with us. All thanks to your enlightening words that has inspired so many faculty today. And we look forward for your next interaction soon. Very extensively, you have covered the leadership traits, leadership styles, qualities of a leader. I mean, like a real university teacher and a professor, you have simplified things and you have catered to us in such a simple and a refined way. We are really thankful to you, ma'am. Thank you so much for being with us. And it was a real pleasure to listen to you again. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And we wish you again on our platform very soon.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot to given this opportunity, and definitely our participant will get benefited. And I'm sure in future also we will stay connected and we could be able to resolve number of the problems if those are the participants they are facing any problem. So definitely, sir. And I will share my mail ID and all these things to you, sir. So please share this. And
Sure. Sure, ma'am.
thank you so much. Thanks. a
Thank
lot.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you to all the participants. We are signing off for today's session. And tomorrow we are coming up with two sessions. One session in the morning at 10:30 by Professor Dr. N.P. Kaushik, and the second session by Professor H.D. Charan in the afternoon. So we will be meeting again tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you to all the participants. We are signing off for the day. Thank you, everyone.